Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, July 2021. I am currently filming this on July 1st, so I'm hoping to goodness that nothing happens with this recording and I can post it on July 1st. So let's get right into this. I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we do take a look at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful, not hateful, so if you're down with that, join the family. We'd love you, we love you, and we'd love to have you. Okay, we got both here. All right, I'm trying to do the best with my brain. My brain is on the struggle bus right now. So, alrighty, y'all. In addition to subscribing and clicking that notification bell, you can join the Perk Squad if you would like to have 5 extra perks, which include things like exclusive videos and video shoutouts, like this one. Shout out to you, Mandy Morgan. I know you're a newer member of the Perk Squad, and we're happy to have you. Shout out to you. She was watching Mandy was watching the twin Q&A video that we recently put up and said, "You two make me smile and laugh so much. Love you, Al and Bill." If you don't know the Bill reference, you need to watch that video. So thank you, Mandy Morgan. Thank you, and shout out to you. Okay, so Penelope and I are over here in our matching reds, and I'm gonna pull up the cards and move this microphone right here, and we are gonna get into July 2021. Now, this, as always, is all alleged, just my interpretation, okay? And we've, as usual, got several different categories that we want to look into this month, so we're gonna do that. Sorry for not having the June proof video up yet. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get around to that. I might have to lump June and July together and just do a summer proof video later on, because I'm just trying to get it all together, but there's a lot going on. Y'all have heard me talk about my dad going to the ER. He is still admitted into the hospital right now. Days later, it's been a week and he's still there. Long story short, it's not looking good. So I've had other things that I've been needing to do. So I've been doing those things. And that's why I'm delayed on my videos, so thank y'all for the grace with that, for being delayed on the videos. I appreciate that. But keep it coming with the private sessions. I know that sounds weird, but when you're going through something like this, sometimes it's nice to have people to talk to as a distraction, and you get to help them with their problems instead of you having to focus on your own problems. Sometimes that's a nice escape. So private readings, link down below, for my website, BeasTalksAndTarot.com, because I appreciate having those moments during the day. It makes me feel human, and it makes me feel connected, and it makes me feel like I have something that I can do to help, because I'm kind of almost powerless in this situation with my dad. So anywho, let's get into this. I wrote it down. Monthly readings, all international. We like to look at politics, the economy, which includes finance and career, wellness, which includes health and love and spirituality. We like to look at what else should we know, anything else. So we're going to get into that. Let's start with politics. So here we go. Politics. What do we need to know about politics here in July? Politics for July 2021. What are we looking at? Okay, so for starters, without getting any other context, I'm looking at some boss bitch energy in July, and this is a good thing, at least from what the cards are presenting it as. I'm seeing this Queen of Wands here and this Nine of Pentacles. And so it feels like there's going to be at least one woman in politics, maybe more, that have some sort of a rise in power or increase of power some type of way. And remember, this is international, so it might be the United States, but it might be somewhere else. But some sort of rise in power or authority or something like that, where they have that, boss babe moment, that they're able to make something happen and really be in the limelight for like, whoa, they're taking care of things. They're making things happen. This is kind of a big deal. So more so than just, women make contributions all the time in politics, but this seems like a big deal. So I'm already seeing that with this top row. Looks good. The bottom row, these two make me wonder. So gotta get more context on this. What are we looking at here, spirit guides? Okay. Get another one on this. Okay. So, already, I'm going to start here in the middle because this one's screaming at me already. This one is, there's something weird about travel in June. I don't know what it is, but this card, y'all have seen me use as a travel card plenty of times. The Chariot card is literally a travel card because it is a chariot. It is a vehicle. So with these combinations, this is a very stop and go. So it's weird to me because this is like travel in the reverse, like stop, but then we have the Chariot card upright, which is a go. So this makes me wonder if something with travel is stop and go in the month of July. I don't know if this is like a, hey, we have to lock things down, like maybe more lockdowns or something with places and areas around the world that are really on lockdown that they have to lock down, but then later on they let back up. It's possible that could be happening because this is kind of like locking down, letting back up. So I think we're going to have some kind of a push, pull, stop, go kind of thing around travel. In which case that means if there's certain times this month that you feel like you can't travel, then wait towards the end of the month. Maybe it'll change, or vice versa. If you feel like, oh, it seems like it's free to travel now and you're considering it, maybe allow yourself to really consider it just in case we get some kind of a flip-flop of that energy. So just throwing that out there around travel. Here, this is something politically where somebody is, how do we say this, falling off their horse a little bit. Whether that is them getting embarrassed about something, or there's something going on that they should be ashamed of, or something like that. It's like, whoo, I hope I can win this war because I sure didn't win this battle. So somebody in the political sphere, I'm making up new words now. Sphere? Jesus, Lord help me. Brain fart. So somebody in the political sphere having some kind of issues this month. This Temperance card in reverse is saying that whatever they're doing, they're not really on the straight and narrow. They're not really on the right path. They're not really doing what they're meant to be doing. They have a purpose here and they're not serving that purpose. So whatever it is, it's like, yeah, you might get shown out for something, but that's a karmic thing here. It doesn't look like whoever would get ashamed or embarrassed or have something fall down on them in that way. It doesn't look like, oh, I feel sorry for them, blah, blah, blah. It looks like, look at what you are reaping because of what you have sown, is what that looks like. But when we get this Seven of Wands, that's double down energy. So you know how if people get called out for something and there are face waving says. Face saving ways. Y'all, I'm doing the best I can with what I have. I just want y'all to have these videos and I want y'all to have them in a timely manner. Face-saving ways, if there are some face-saving ways out of things, and some people don't take that, they don't bite that bait. You're like, hey, I'm sending you out this lifeboat here, take the life raft and hold on to it, and they're like, oh, Where is it? Where'd you put it? What? And it's like, oh, drown then. Drown yourself then. And that's what this is. It's like, okay, if you want to double down then, I guess. So somebody in the political sphere doubling down when they shouldn't be doubling down. But they do. So let's see what else happens with this person. Yeah, so this is an Emperor card in reverse. Emperor cards usually do mean male energy. It could be a female with some really strong divine masculine. That's possible. But it's most likely to be somebody who presents themselves as male. Somebody who likes to be in control. Somebody who tries to have control over every situation. They want to control for all the ins and the outs. They want to control for their image. They want to make things look good. And this is a powerful person. But even powerful people can get knocked off their horse. And that's what this is looking like here. Yep. Again, we're talking politics, and here we get a card that a lot of times stands for governments or institutions or these big entities and corporations or organizations that work with governments or something. So we're talking high up in there, powerful, probably has a lot of money as well. Whoever he is, feel sorry for you in June, dude, but you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. So we got a bit of a mix here going in politics. Looks good for these women, looks not so good for him, and looks really iffy flip-floppy on this travel business. So it's interesting that they put that into politics. I don't know how this travel thing will intersect with politics, but maybe if it is COVID related, how technically there's some political intersectionality with COVID stuff, and maybe that's why it just popped up and decided to be here in the political sphere. Don't know, but it did. So there's that bit. Let's look into economy. Let's pull these up and look into the economy for a second. Man, I got cotton mouth. I didn't realize my mouth was so dry, but I reckon I don't remember drinking water at all today yet, so I suppose I will do that in a second. Usually I have a La Croix, but I don't have one of those right now. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so economy, including finance and career. And again, this is international. So what do we need to know in July this month about economy, finance, career? I'm getting that Emperor card in reverse again. Okay. Well, this is weird. Okay. Let me get some context on this Emperor card right here. And on this Nine of Pentacles over here. Okay. So, this could either be talking about, again, another one of those flip-flops from beginning of the month to the end, or this can be talking about this being a situation that we'll see in some locations and then other locations experiencing this. So I don't know if this is going to be we all kind of get this, but one in front of the other, or if this is like we're talking about two different places around the globe. But what we're seeing here, this here with the Emperor in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse is like, don't bother to try to take on that extra burden, that extra responsibility, because it's not going to really pay off right now. So again, with that being finance related and career related and market related, like stock markets and stuff like that, this is kind of like for who this pertains to, you don't want to be pushing it. You don't want to be taking on extra stuff that you can't handle. You don't want to be taking on extra stuff that you don't know enough about, because it's not going to pay off. This is like deals ending in a way that made you wish you never did the deal to begin with. So if you feel like you're pushing things to fit to buy that house, or you're pushing things to fit to, invest in a stock that you don't know much about, or you're pushing things to fit for, XYZ fill in the blank. This seems like, maybe don't though. So just putting that there. The good part is when we have the World card in reverse, it's like, we're not saying that forever. It's not a done deal forever. It's just be smart. When the energy is not flowing with that, then don't be a salmon trying to swim upstream. Just take the spiritual hint and go with that. So if you're getting any kind of hints of like, I need to kind of slow it down with that or stop, or every time I push, things get harder, it's like, well, then maybe we should stop pushing and we should try a different route. So that's the kind of thing I'm seeing there. Then down here in the bottom, Judgment card in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse is a really weird combo to get right here. Because with this, that means there is something, how we put it, hidden, I guess, secretive a bit, I guess, going on in some sort of markets. I don't know if this is the world market. I don't know if this is the market of some particular big player type of country. But there's something going on that is not the most trustworthy type of thing. People are trying to keep it hush hush, and they know what they're doing, but they're doing it anyway, and it feels selfish. The reason why I say this is because the Judgment card is saying this is not on the right path, this isn't the right direction, but it's happening anyway. And then we get here, the Nine of Pentacles is upright, so it's lining somebody's pockets. And here we have the Lover's card, these few people who are in the know. So there's something going on here, economy-wise, finance-wise, market-wise, that's saying that there's some people figuring out how to line their own pockets off of stuff that's secretive and untrustworthy, and these few are trying to take advantage of some stuff in ways that we as average Joes can't. But that's not on the path. And even more than that, sometimes the Judgment card in reverse talks about potentially this information kind of coming out. So remember back earlier in the year when we had all that GameStop shit happening, information came out how, the hedge funds knew about this, and now look how they're doing these things, and this means that they're manipulating the market, and what? And that came out. The Judgment card being in reverse suggests that it is possible that something else could come out in July that shows more of this type of thing, this type of dynamic, this type of manipulation, this type of tactic. So without a doubt, it's happening in July. Whether or not it'll get shown is a maybe, but it's a pretty strong maybe if we get this in reverse. I'm saying it's just a pretty strong maybe. So, just more energy of I feel like a lot of these monthly readings, we just see people abuse their power and their privilege and things like that. And I'm just waiting for that kind of thing to change, because, it gets ridiculous at some point, and we're seeing that a lot. So we're seeing that here too. Let me pull these up and look into some of our other categories here. Let's pull this up and look into some of our other categories here. Okay, so wellness. Let's look at wellness. So that's health, that's love, that's spiritual matters. That's a lot of stuff. Let's look at that. Well, would you look at that? Y'all ever seen that clip? If you haven't seen that clip, just YouTube, well, would you look at that kind of thing? And this annoying ass guy, well, would you look at that? Look at that. Well, let's look at that. I don't know. Who's that? Y'all know what I mean? Anybody seen that? Am I alone? Oh, Jesus. Alrighty. So, wellness, health, love, spiritual. What are we looking at here? Oh, snap. Okay. I want a little bit of information on this. A little bit of information on this. Oh, snap. Okay. Little bit more over here, too. Okay, so health and wellness and love and spiritual. In July, this on a personal level is saying that connections are really important in July. So that means focusing on the connections you have with loved ones, focusing on the quality of connections you have with friends, family, even colleagues. This is going to come up in a big way for us in our personal lives in July. So there's a component of this to say, that poem, No Man is an Island, entire of itself, each a part of the clog, part of the main, you know what I mean? That poem by John Donne, this feels like that energy. It's like we're all interconnected. It's all tied together. We all need somebody, and there's some relationship dynamics that can be coming up in July, and we want to be able to feed those relationships with the best kind of energy that we have. So if there's anything that you can notice about yourself of, am I contaminating any relationships here instead of contributing to them? Is there something I need to do to take a second look at this? Or are there some friends that really are good friends and I just let life get in the way and I haven't really checked in? Those kinds of things, taking our own temperature around those types of dynamics and plugging back in seems like it's going to be important in a real way in July. So throwing that out there. Also with health, wellness, love, spiritual, we're seeing a shift here. A shift, but we're getting this card that's saying people don't see it yet, and this is something that's not going to take off right away. So, interesting. What could that be referring to? People don't see this shift yet, and it's not going to take off right away. It's related to home and family stuff? Are we going home and family stuff again? Where are we taking this? Are y'all bringing politics into our health and wellness? I made these categories because I wanted to stick into these categories. Are we bleeding over categories here? Because we had travel and politics, and now I think I've seen some politics in health and wellness. We try to do some categories here and ask some pointed questions, but Spirit's got its own ideas, and I'm just the messenger. We're going to follow what they say. So here's something about family stuff. So again, some sort of a shift happening, but we don't see what it is yet. Home and family related. This is something about waiting. And then we get that institution card again. What are we talking about? And how might this be related to health and wellness? Oh, shit. Devil card. Okay. It relates to health and wellness because they are saying whatever this is unhealthy. Whatever this is too far, too extreme. Something fucked about this. Okay, what are we looking at? It's not what it seems. King of Wands card. Okay, and ooh. Okay, this feels like it's talking about COVID stuff. That's why it's in the health and wellness category. Sometimes this is going to be a controversial thing. I don't know. Don't hate the messenger. First of all, I'm just saying what I'm seeing. Second of all, you could criticize me and say I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about and that I'm just wrong. So there's that. You could say that. But I know that a lot of people on here are like, well, don't hold back just because there's, people that might say something. So I'm going to say it. But this is looking like there's something going on with related to COVID stuff, could be also related to the pokes associated with it, that's saying that there's something about that we don't have all the information about, but it affects us, as in our homes, our families, our own, like all of us people, regular people. It's something that's going to take a long time to figure out, but there is something related to either, like, again, governments, institutions, things like that, something related to that, and it's something that is a little bit unhealthy, or a little bit toxic, a little bit too far. It's not what it looks like. And then when we get this King of Wands in reverse and this Two of Swords in reverse, it's like whatever this is, the decisions have already been made. It's already going the way it's going for whatever reason. Whoever this King of Wands is a part of that decision making. Like, let's just put it out there, send the message out there. This is what it is. It looks like there could be something related to the information people are putting out about COVID, or the information people are putting out about the poke, that could be misleading in a way that could negatively impact families. It's a whole mouthful of trying to get this out and say it in the right way. I apologize for taking so long to try to word it, but you have to be so sensitive. You say one word wrong and you get grilled on here. So whatever it is, in a systemic, institutional way, somebody's got some information they're holding back from us as it relates to the virus itself or the poke. And whatever that is, it's something that we don't see now, and we won't see for a while, because remember, where's that card? This, we won't see for a while. But it's like the horse is out the stable, we can't put it back in the stable, so it is what it is now. This makes me worry about the potential for long-term side effects for some people who have either had the virus itself or the poke. That there's a potential for that. I don't know why they're putting that in July's reading if this is something we might not find far from, for far off. I don't know why they're putting that in July's reading, except that maybe there's something important in July that has to do with the dissemination of this misleading information, or furthering the agenda behind this stuff. And I'm not saying people have negative agendas. I'm not trying to put out theories or anything. But what we can all probably agree on is, governments, entities, people with money and that could lose money like to protect their own interests, and sometimes they make decisions that are either ill-informed or are a bit more based in what they get out of it than what ramifications it could have later down the line. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into this much further. I don't know exactly where they're going with this, so I'm keeping it at that kind of blanket level, and we're just going to take it at that and go with that. But here's a money card, so again, we follow the money. Whatever the thing is, we follow the money. It's an unfortunate fact about how this society works. So we're just putting that out there. So down here, again, in terms of health, love, spiritual stuff, wellness in general, this here is about feeling a bit stuck some kind of way. The whole damned if you do, damned if you don't, even if you're trying to move forward. This card here, y'all, I'm not going to lie. Judgment card in reverse, death card upright. When literally both of these cards on the judgment card, here, let me flip it for you so you can see. Here's Angel Gabriel. These people are in their literal tombs, and they're being called up by Angel Gabriel. Here is the death card, which if you have two cards that have that type of a thing right next to each other, there's a chance of people having health scares. So being that this is in health and wellness, this is a chance. I know this is already true for my July because, like I said, my dad's stuff that's going on right now. I might put some little video clips of like us trying to cheer him up in the hospital at the end of this video, just to have that, for anybody that wants to see who y'all have been praying for. But yeah, so this is already true for me, and might be true for some other people, that there could be some health scares that people need to kind of get on top of. This doesn't mean that it has to result in this really scary thing here, but it does mean that if you or anybody that you're around or that you care about seems to be perk and puny, then maybe, just maybe, instead of being like it's probably nothing, just err on the side of caution and get checked out and make sure everything's good to go, and just, you rather be safe than sorry, right? That whole adage is just like, just check it out, just make sure, just stay focused in that way. Don't push things off. Allow yourself permission to take that step for self-care, and allow your loved ones to do the same, and support them in that and encourage them in that if you're seeing this kind of thing play out. So it seems like there could be those health scares in July, but also that brings up a nice opportunity, because remember, the death card also means transformation, rebirth, moving from one situation to a better situation, because of closing the chapter on something. So in the positive way about this could mean that being proactive about health and wellness in July could really set you up well. And compared to if you were to continue to ignore, and then later have a problem kind of thing. This looks like we're looking at prevention stuff here. So just like everybody here, to take that seriously about themselves and their loved ones, and don't just hear it and be like, yeah, we're going to take that seriously, and then you forget and don't really do it. Actually think about, in what ways can I take that seriously? What are some actionable steps that I could do in support of myself and these other people that are around me, that could help be on that path? Like, seriously. These things they don't give us these readings that just tell us stuff for FYI only. Sometimes these readings come with actionable items. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. So, anyway, let me see if I get anything else on this that we need to. See? Look. Walking away from something, putting distance from something, especially something that's emotional, that's no longer serving us. This is like us learning how to manage stress and how to put distance between ourselves and that stress. So this is like, no, literally, instead of us talking about self-care all the time and talking about how, yeah, I should probably find ways to eat better. Yeah, I should probably find ways to sleep better. Yeah, I should probably find ways to drink more water. Or, yeah, I should probably schedule a doctor checkup. Instead of the, yeah, I should probably, literally, it would be awesome if you thought of something that it's like, no, seriously, I'm going to do this, and make a plan for it and do it. And in fact, if you have a plan, if you're making a plan based on this video, write it down in the comments, and that can be encouragement to other people that are like, oh yeah, shit, okay, so they're doing this, I'll do this. And the more people that are writing things, the more people might be feeling like, yeah, cool, let's jump on this, let's make it a thing. So just throwing that out there. What do we have here? Oh, not the self-care card, is it? Wow, I could have never saw that fucking coming. Lord. Lord. You see? Do you see? I want to shake you, Penelope. I want to shake you, Penelope. Shake her. DV. Not really. And I don't joke about that, but... Alrighty, so... In terms of what else should we know, I've been going for 34 minutes, and I haven't given the poor little Perk Squad an extra video in some time because of all this I've been going through. So Perk Squad, I am coming at you with an extended video about what else about July 2021 should we know, do we need to know. We will dive into that, get any last bit of information. I'm kind of curious about weather related stuff or like natural disaster related stuff, or if there's anything else that might come up in the world scene that could be useful to know. So I'll dig into that for a second here. And like I said, private readings are helping me out in more ways than one right now. We're talking about getting to connect with people instead of being in my hole trying to just deal with family stuff, and we're talking getting to help other people on their problems, get to distract me and provide an escape, and the added benefit of keeping a roof over my head. So I'm just saying that because I know if people are like, oh, she's going through some stuff, let's leave her alone, be like, please don't let me go. Please don't leave me alone and let me go. I need you. I really like having you. Y'all are my extended family here, okay? Y'all are my percolators. So, anywho, shit shuffle. So, yep, I will do an extended there video, and for everybody else, stay tuned. I do think I'm going to put some clips there of stuff with my dad about us trying to be peppy here and keep his spirits up, and you can tell that he hadn't lost his humor in all of this, so he's still, trying to be his usual self as best as he can too. So I'm going to put that here at the end as our little B-roll footage, as y'all have labeled it. I think it was it Moody Beignet that said B-roll footage? I can't remember, but I think so. Thank you for that. So I'm going to put that in here because that's overwhelmingly with what I'm dealing with now, and thank y'all for giving me the grace on this, for giving me time on this, and for honoring the fact that I can't be a tarot machine right now, but I'm trying because I want to and because I like speaking with y'all and all of that. So anyway, website and description box down below has everything that you might want or need about whatever. Look into it. It's all there. And I will get the Perk Squad in a second. So don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, love you, mean it. Bye, love you, mean it. Bye, y'all. This is the family chat.
Family chat. Hey, Proof.
Here he is.
Proof.
Still alive.
What you think about your visit, your plans around 3 o'clock? Oh, you lowered your bed.
Oh, what?
Your plans. B and Grammy bringing you your underpants.
Oh. They don't need to be fondling them.
Don't fondle your underpants. And then I asked him if he had a sponge bath, and he said no. And what did you say about yourself?
I don't know what I say.
You said you were raunchy.
Yeah. Huh?
What'd you say?
They don't want you to smell me.
The ones that gotta smell you, your raunchy ass.
Here's me giving Izzy a face in the bed, and somebody put it next to a picture of my dad when he was younger, and see, daddy's girl through and through. And this is who you're praying for. Keep the prayers coming. Thank you and love you, mean it.